Hey, what's up? My name is Pete Zen. I'm a singer-songwriter slash producer. I work out of Landmine Studios in Ewing, New Jersey. And today we're going to be checking out Room Sound Drums. They sent me the Kurt Blue pack and the Blasting Room pack. But right now we're just going to focus in on the Blasting Room pack. Cool. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm going to show you my full drum mix that I did inside the program, and I'll tell you how I got there. Yeah, so I think it sounds great. It's punchy, it's thick, it has a lot of low end. It's super, I added a lot of tape saturation, so it's super like gritty in the low end, and the room is super airy and nice. It works well. So I did that mix entirely in the program itself. You could multi-out and use like your own plugins and stuff, but I felt like the inserts that they give you here are pretty powerful. Also, I just wanted to test the program and really see like what you can do. What I ended up going for was like a fatter, dirtier sounding kit. So I added a lot of tape saturation. The room is pretty loud and the room is boosted. It is cut in like the 500 hertz. So it's got a lot of that low rumble and like high air in there. So I'm going to shut off all the inserts and I'll show you what I did to get that sort of mix and why I did what I did. Okay, so all the inserts are off. I'm going to start going through everything that I did. Yeah, so usually when I'm building a drum sound in a VST, what I do is I start with just the overheads, because then I can really hear the sound of each drum, you know, individually and how it's actually going to sound in the room. So let's start with the overhead. Yeah, so first I have some EQ. Like I was saying before, I scooped out some 500 hertz at kind of a wide curve. Turn that on. Next, a little bit of smack. 76 compressor. Just taming down the snare a little bit. And then last, I have a filter. Yeah, cool, just cleaning up some of the line. Next, we got room 2. Oh yeah. Dude, that room sounds really good. So first, let's see what I got. Again, taking out some 500 hertz. And also boosting some highs. I don't know, I felt like it helped the snare like hit a little bit harder. Next, taking out some low, taking out some high. A little bit of smack. With that 76 compressor. And then tape saturation. This is honestly like the most powerful thing in here, I think. Oh yeah. Get really dirty. Cool. And then next we have room 3. Sort of a more punchy room. I'm just scooping a little bit of 500 and then boosting a little bit of high again, and then tape saturation. Yeah. Sounds cool. And then we have this mono room. Sort of just like adding to the kick more so than anything. And again, same sort of process, 500 scoop, a little bit of high end, and a little bit of tape saturation. I feel like I do that on a lot of things. It just helps like bring clarity and low end and punch to things. Yeah, sounds good. And then this is sort of the bigger room, the last room. Maybe it's a hallway mic or something. I'm just using a little bit of G-Series compressor on it. Sounds kind of cool. Yeah, so if you add those all together, it basically sounds done already. It's just missing some of the impact from like your close mics. So let's start bringing those in. That's the kick without anything on it. Let me actually mute all this stuff. Yeah, so what I got going on is tape saturation to start. Sort of rounds it out. And then this is a really cool tool, the Transient Designer, or Transient Shaper, I guess it's called in here. Yeah, so you can shorten the attack. I mean, shorten the sustain of it so it's super punchy. Or you can make it longer. And then again, you can increase the attack. Yeah, it sounds really cool. Next, we got some EQ, scooping some 500, adding some low at 160, and it's shelved, so it's anything below 160. Adding in some, taking away some 4K to get rid of some of that click, and then I'm boosting around 7K, and that's a bell. Yeah, so on the filters, I'm just taking out some low end, and then again, I'm adding another tape saturator at the end, just making sure it's nice and round. Cool. Next, you got the sub. Just a little bit of tape saturation so that it blends with the other kick. There you go. Here's the snare. First, a lot of EQ. Adding a lot of probably 8K. Yeah, 8K, shelved. Scooping out some more 500. Adding in some 200 low shelf. Then probably just cleaning up the low end. Yep, cleaning up the low end there with a filter. Transient designer here, working pretty hard. Here's with it on. Off. Yeah, so it's getting rid of some of that ring and just tightening up the snare. And then again, tape saturator at the end. Sort of distorting out the low end and making it nice and fat. You have this side snare here, which is sort of like a mid-rangey, like ringy sort of thing. So I cleaned it up, tightened it up, and then again, tape saturation. Cool. Snare bottom. Tightened it up, and again, tape saturation. So all together it sounds pretty fat, and then with the kick and the snare. Super punchy. With the overheads, that itself could sound good. Bigger room, punchier room, there it is, and then the ambience. Yeah, sounds really cool. Sounds good. I mean, with all the tools, you can really make it sound like whatever. The source signals are super clean. There's a bunch of velocities, so it's just a super powerful tool. Let's check out the toms. So I thought that the toms are a little bit ringy, so I added again the transient shaper. Yeah, super tight. It's working pretty hard here. Wait for it again. It's coming up. Nice. Cool. A little bit of EQ again. Same sort of process. And tape saturation. And then the same thing with the floor tom. Yeah, so here's the whole thing. Yeah, sounding great. And then for the hi-hats, I think I'm just adding I'm just taking out a little bit of low and a little bit of high. And then the ride, nothing, just blend it in. Alright, so let's go through the source tones. So we'll start with the snare. Right now I have on the Black Beauty, or the Dark Beauty they call it. And I think I have it pitched up slightly. Yeah. So let's put that just like sort of in the middle there. Cool. You can also turn the snare off, which is kind of cool. The Guardian, which is like a little bit fatter version of the Dark Beauty. Less ring. The Coolidge, which is like a little bit of a tighter snare, higher pitch, a little bit of ring. The Fat Bronze, this is my favorite. Just a cool indie snare. And an acrylic, so if you're doing like metal or something, that could probably make a lot of sense. Let's go for kicks. So we have the Sugar Walnut, which is 16 by 22. Super fat. The 18 by 24 Workshop Maple, which is what I think I was using. Yeah, it's just super round and punchy. It's a little higher pitch. The Mystery Wood, which is like the cool indie one. So if you do this kick with the Fat Bronze snare, you're an indie band. All you can wear is snakeskin pants. Awesome. And then here's the racks. Sugar Spruce and the SJC. High Tom. They also have a medium. Cool. I like the medium. And then here's the floors. Spruce, SJC. And then same thing, just bigger. Oh yeah. Here's the China for all your breakdown needs. Right crash, 19-inch and an 18-inch. I usually like the bigger one on the right. On the left, you have an 18 and 18, but different types. Swiss, German. I'm assuming it's TRX and Zildjian, but I'm not super sure. Here's the ride. Turkish. That's TRX. Cool. I'm not sure. I think it's TRX. German shimmer. That's got to be a custom. Maybe a Sabian. I don't know. Splash. Hi-hats. Swiss. Turkish. Darker. Cool. And then the most important part of all, the sticks. Yeah, so if you liked that video, please like, comment, subscribe, share, all that YouTube stuff. And I'll also link the Room Sound website in the description of this video. All right, that's it. Talking to the camera is hard. Keep wearing skinny jeans or snake pants or whatever you wear. Peace out.